Hi everybody, it's Christopher back with some tip videos for today. I'm filming this on the 31st of October. Some very interesting games ahead. I've picked out a couple of teams I think are doing very well. So obviously filming this here now while it's just lashing down rain and we could be going into a national lockdown. So hopefully guys, everyone's staying safe and well. No one's been personally affected by the crisis. Let's hope to make a bit of money today and take our minds off all the rubbish and the spin that's out there. A bit of positivity, Football Index has been up and down, lots of negative stuff about, but still the dividends on offer, So, guys, first player on the screen is someone I mentioned last week, and unfortunately he didn't start. Kevin De Bruyne, there's not much I need to say about him. I said it last week, 182 average PB. PB matched 333. 3 games this season, he's had 1 goal and 1 assist in the league. He came on as a sub the last day, I don't really count that. These are starts. And he was excellent the last day against Marseille. Assist machine that he is, and massive score. Only for Kimmich outdid him this week, and it just shows the power of De Bruyne in Europe as well for Team of the Month. I think he could really clean up on that as well himself and Kimmich. I'll come to Kimmich in a second. So why have I picked him again today? I think he's very well priced. I'm not saying, as I always say, guys, it's like a tagline now. Are you getting value? Well, he has been as much as 650, but I think that was a big spike. I think value probably would be 580, but I'm willing to pay £6 for him because I think the dividends on offer, Team of the Month, the Euros coming up, and today why I'm picking him is you got Sheffield United. They are away, but God, what does away mean anymore? To be honest with you, it's close enough for them to travel to. Sheffield United have been shocking. They've conceded every game this season. If he gets a game-winning goal or an assist, remember he is on penalties as well, guys. That's very overlooked. With Aguero out injured for God knows how long, that's massive for a player like De Bruyne. Sometimes he only just needs a goal. He'll probably get an assist or two today. I think he'll probably get 2 or 3 IPD. I'm hoping one of them is a game-winning goal, and then he's one PB for me today, and potentially goal player as well. The only fly in the ointment is this absolute machine, Joshua Kimmich. Are you getting that value? It's hard to know anymore. It really is hard to know anymore. He's up to his peak, and rightfully so. Just continually, he's just been dominating PB the last couple of weeks. 180 PB average. He's now adding goals as well. He's adding assists. He's had 2 goals and 4 assists already this season. That's a lot for him. He's got 180 baseline, fairly similar to De Bruyne. It's between the two of them. The difference always for me was that Kimmich didn't get enough goals, but he is adding goals now. He's adding assists. And they've got Cologne. Again, like Man City, they're away. It's very similar against Cologne, who haven't won all season. But Cologne, have gotten a couple of draws in the last couple of matches, so they are improving. But to me, personally, I think it's a great opportunity for these two to win goal player today. Can Kimmich do it again, keep that run going? Or will De Bruyne step up? I think it is between the two of them for goal player personally, and that's why it's made looking for value a bit harder. There's no point me not including these guys in the video. I know you're going to say, well, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but also as well, the reason I do that is so that I then try and look for value around the edges. One of the big value players, I think, is Alex Witsel. I've mentioned him previously in the past. People have mentioned to me his age, but for the kind of game he plays as a midfielder, regular for Dortmund, I think he's got another 2 good seasons left in him. He's also regular for Belgium in the midfield. Now, what people don't realise is last season he got 4 goals and 5 assists. He hit 245 points the last day. He's averaging about 100 in the last couple of games now that Dortmund's improving. Plays and links up very well with Sancho. Bellingham is there in the middle with him as well, and Delaney. He's just a regular. He plays 90 minutes, which is really key at the moment. If he gets a goal, even a couple of assists in a match, a goal and an assist, with his baseline, he's got a massive chance of winning PB. And as I always say, IPD as well, obviously, is potential with him, but it's more for PB itself. Are you buying him at value? My God, are you buying him at value? This guy over a year ago was as much as £1.18, and now there's more dividends on offer, and he's still got a great baseline. And Dortmund are only getting better. They're looking good for Europe. I think they might just get into the second round, but they could maybe go into Europa League. If he goes into Europa League with less competition, a day that there's a bronze game, even a silver game, he's got a massive chance of winning PB, as he nearly did the last day in a silver match in Europe. 57p, you're picking him up probably for 40p. Unreal, really is. And the Euros to come as well. guys, I think you're looking at a lot of value there. A lot of value. And going to stick with the same team. To be perfectly honest with you, there's no point me looking anywhere else. A player I really like is Rafael Guerrero. Hard for me to pronounce his name. That's the best I can do. 135 average PB. Last season, he got 8 goals and 2 assists. 8 goals and 2 assists for a defender, with 4p for a defender for a goal. And you rotate him. Back from injury, scored the last day. Very good, the last league game, sorry. Very good in the last Champions League match as well. Nearly snuck it as well. And Giki was doing very, very well as well when Dortmund played the last day. Dortmund defender seems to be racking up the PB points, and he can score as well. He is 26, a regular for Portugal, who look like they could do very well at the Euros with the squad that they have. Gets assists as well. Like I said, 10 IPD. You cannot go wrong with him at a 26-year-old. I think personally he should be £2.50. That's the price I would look to pay for him. He's obviously not at value, but I think around that price with the dividends on offer, my God, guys, you can't go wrong. And then here's my wild card one as well. You've heard a lot of talk about him. Miranchuk, Russian player, moved to Atalanta now. Probably going to be the heir to Gomez and Ilic. I love any player that's an attacking player for Atalanta. They're all value, every single one of them. I'm a massive fan of Ilic, as Gomez as well. This young fella is only 24, so there's a big positive. Are you buying him at value? Well, after his move, he went to 135. You're picking up for £1.17 now. I still think that's massive value. Plays for Russia. One of the key men for Russia, who are also at the Euros as well. In his last season, he got 12 goals and 3 assists. He does score. He came off the bench for 10 minutes in the Europa League match they had against that Danish team away and got a goal within 10 minutes. Posted a very good PB score. I've been watching his baseline for the limited minutes he's getting. And now as Atalanta's games ramp up and Ilic is a little bit older and coming back to fitness because he was out with the depression, I think he'll get more game time. So it looks like, also, they're playing Crotone away, who've been very, very poor, conceding in every game. If this guy posts a big score, I could see him just rocketing up in price. I really could. This could be someone that could double long term. You know, he'll be over Gomez and Ilic's price, which I think they should be about 175 personally. I see him as £2.10, £2.20, and I'd rather he stays at Atlanta, but he could move to a bigger club. You never know, links away. Amazing player. It's his first season away from Russia, so it'll take him time to settle in. But like Golovin as well, who posts great PB scores. These Russian players do really well, good for passing, technically quite good. So he's a wild card for you. I love Dortmund. I forgot to say, why did I pick the Dortmund players? Not just because I like Witzel and Guerrero, because also they got Belfield away. Belfield have been shocking. They were torn apart by Munich recently. I think the same thing's going to happen as well with Dortmund. I see them winning, dominating, score maybe 2 or 3. If any of these lads get involved, that Witzel gets an assist or a goal, I could see him really pushing Kimmich and De Bruyne. But I just think it's between De Bruyne and Kimmich for the goal player. I'm going with De Bruyne. I still think he's better value. He is slightly older, but you do have the impact of Belgium, who I think he'll dominate as a team with the PB he can score for the Euros. Have one eye for any of these players for the Euros, guys. I really think there's some good value out there. Lots of players I could have mentioned today. I'm looking forward to seeing Parma and Sapirian as well, how he does. He came on and was like a machine when he came back on the last day, but he's away at Inter. I think he'll probably drop in price and I'll buy more of them. Please comment, like, subscribe and share. We're a new video that I'm starting, new channel. Love any support you can give us as well. Obviously, great tip around Pizzi and Malen. Both of those already nearly got a lot of their money back already. I think more to come from PSV and from Benfica. I'll be doing another Europa League video, because once we get to the internationals, I'll time it for you guys, as some of these teams have 11 games coming up in a 30-day period for IPD. So that's going to be key as well. So look, guys, as always, stay safe and well, and happy trading.